Good morning. You're Ray No.
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
He does, Your Honor.
Just a second. Figure out what today is. Sorry, can you get in there? Mr. No, in cause number 25 DCCR 0386, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of intoxication manslaughter with a vehicle from December 11th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And y'all have marked here aggravated. What is?
Defense counsel put that here.
Yeah, well, they charged it as aggravated with a vehicle, I believe. It was aggravating.
It's just a garden variety intox.
Yeah, I'm going to mark that out because I think that might
Feel free,
have
Judge.
some
Different conversation.
context at sentencing that you may not want. All right, so it's how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, give me just a second to get to the other one. And then in cause number 25 DCCR 0387, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of driving while intoxicated with a child passenger from December 11th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of those cases, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Franklin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that it's first of all, it's the way this is written up is that you are pleading open to the court. There's no agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And so you guys, a couple things. I need the other one sent back. So is it on the trial court certification of defendant's right to appeal? On this case, the state jail, the admonishments were signed saying that they're waiving the right to appeal. And then on the certification, it's actually 2 of them were checked off. One is the defendant has waived the right of appeal, and the other is it's not a plea agreement and the defendant has a right to appeal.
It's not a plea agreement.
Right.
So that's correct.
Okay. So with everyone's permission, then I'm going to erase these check mark on the defendant has waived the right of appeal because it's not a plea, so he will have some right to appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
Also, on each of the paperworks on the post-conviction waivers that you both signed, I will mark that out as well because that's saying that he's waiving his right to appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
No
Okay.
objection.
All right. Thanks. So,
Your Honor, I would note too, I think I had a few stray, I'm a left-hander. I think there's a few other stray marks on there that
Okay.
I tried to erase and wasn't able to.
Gotcha.
So if you see those, I apologize.
gotcha.
But
We
my hand
understand the left-handed issues up here. Ms. Werner feels your pain on that. Okay, so I want to make sure you understand a couple of things. You have an absolute right to have a jury come in and determine 2 things in these cases. The first would be to determine if you're guilty or not. And then the second would be if they find you guilty, you could leave your punishment up to that jury. If we go forward this way, you're waiving that right and you're leaving your punishment up to me in each of these cases. And is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Also, sir, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there any evidence that Mr. No is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, in each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for a sentencing hearing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you, your cases, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Obviously, if there's anything important that you want me to know, get that information to Mr. Franklin. He will present it to me on your behalf when we come back. Do you guys anticipate a little bit of extra time on this one as far as witnesses or argument,
Just brief, not much.
but a little more than normal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if I were to set it at 11 on a docket date, we could, maybe an hour would be enough, or do you
Yes,
think
Your
we
Honor.
need
I think
some?
an hour.
Okay, all right, so we'll reset it for sentencing and we'll just do it at the end of a docket so you don't have to sit and wait unless you have some other cases. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom, and she's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see y'all back at sentencing. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Smith, there you go. Good morning. Good morning, sir. You're Brandon Broussard? And Mr. Broussard, this is cause number 24 DCCR 1150. And in that case, you're charged with aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury from April 20th of 2024. This was a final reset. The state was going to subpoena the complaining witness, Mr. Smith.
We did, we would call Lanielle Brianna Briggs.
Lanielle Brianna Briggs.
Danielle Brianna Briggs. No response, Your Honor.
Judge, we have sent a subpoena to Ms. Briggs for this case to be here. She's not appeared. She's not contacted our office. We sent it both certified and regular mail. We've not received anything back. So this time we will file dismissal against Mr. Broussard.
All right, I will sign that. Mr. Broussard, are you and Ms. Briggs still in a relationship? Okay. Obviously, whatever went on wasn't a good thing. The case is getting dismissed today. My suggestion is to stay away from her so that there's no other issues in the future, all right? You're free to go, sir. Mr. Galmore, you have Andrew Pickerel. Good morning, you're Andrew Pickerel.
Good morning, yes.
And so, Mr. Pickerel, this is 24 DCCR 2480, charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying information. Before we go any further, I have represented Mr. Pickerel in the past when I was practicing. I don't know if that's an issue for anyone. There's probably some information, not with regard to this case, but just some other incidents where there's some information that I know just based on some other relationships as well and friendships. You guys might want to go visit real quick about that and let me know if y'all want to waive any conflict or if you want to stay. If you want to visit in the back, I'd be glad to visit about it as well.
Okay.
All right, so I'll just hold it for a few minutes. Good morning, sir. You're James Rucker?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Rucker's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, the state would like a reset. I know this is unusual for the state to be asking for a reset, but there's some information the defense has that the state would like to see. And there's been some other events that have occurred that the state doesn't feel like moving forward with this for trial is appropriate at this time. But by next month, it will either be a trial or a dismissal.
So, obviously, I guess you're okay with that. You have
We're
some,
fine with that, Judge.
what I'd like to do then, if if this information could potentially be dispositive one way or the other, is I'd like to go ahead, let's get it off the trial docket. I'll just put it on a review or status hearing. If something happens and the case is dismissed, obviously we'll take care of it. If not, it'll go right back on the trial docket. It's not going to delay it very much. Okay, so I'll just do a normal 30-day reset to a just a status type docket. Stay in touch with Mr. Galmore. He'll let you know when you need to be back. Okay, thank you, sir. You're free to go. All right, ma'am, you are Ashley Broussard. And Ms. Broussard's case in cause number 25 DCCR 0175 is set for jury selection to begin next Monday. And what is the announcement?
Ready. Just for the record, Your Honor, she has refused to serve an offer for probation.
Okay. And so let me look real quick. What is that, a new offer that was relayed today, or she's already done that?
That's what she rejected back in June of last year.
Okay, so Ms. Broussard, your case is set for trial for next week. There will not be any plea agreements after today. Do you understand? And you want to go forward with your trial. All right, so I will number the cases tomorrow after the docket. Stay in touch with Mr. Kimmler, and he will let you know the trial order, but we'll see you likely next Monday, okay? All right, you're free to go. Good morning. Are you Remington Boykin? And Mr. Boykin is charged with tampering with a governmental record in cause number 25 DCCR 0396. And Mr. Gertz, what is the announcement?
Judge, we're working through discovery on this. He has a pending case in Hardin County as well that we're working through. In an ideal world, we might be able to get some kind of global deal done, but we're not anywhere near that yet. So this is the, I would say, less aggressive of the cases that he's facing right now. So
You do know that I'm not going to wait on Hardin
I know
County.
that you're not going to wait on Hardin County, but I'm asking for a little
Okay.
bit of leash because
Yes.
of that. If I could have it, please.
Any issues?
Not on this case, Your Honor.
All right, we'll do a normal reset. Mr. Boykin, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gertz. He'll let you know when your next court date is. You're free to go. Chad Cracknell.
You don't want to stay there, Mike.
Good morning, Mr. Jamel. That could be fun.
That's funny. Yeah.
Please raise your right hand.
Yes.
All right, are you Chad Cracknell? Yes. Mr. Cracknell's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. I have a feeling I know the
Yes.
issue.
I will tell you, I got, and I don't know if something's changed because Mr. Nichols is standing here, but I got an indication from Mr. Hoffpower before the holiday that there might be something new in the pipe for resolving this case, but I don't know what it is. It was just kind of a passing comment.
upstairs?
He is, and I asked him earlier if he knew what he said that he thought they might be able to work it out. I think they just need to talk.
Yeah. And
So that's the time to do that's before today.
sure. No question, but I think I got an indication from him that he had something new but didn't have it ready, and I just haven't heard from him about what that would be. So
Can you
I'm-
ask him if he can run down real quick and just
Yeah, sure.
give us a status
sure
on that
will.
one? Let me hold it for a
'Cause
minute, so I want to make sure we're,
It's something we would be willing to resolve, as you
Right.
know, what
Sure.
the issues are in this case. But
Okay.
But I got the sense that it would, if it changed materially where we were talking about, that could potentially give us a resolution.
all right, so let me hold it and we'll get him
If
to
you don't
come
mind.
down just for a sec. I know he's getting ready for trial, but we'll get him to come down just for a minute and see if there's something that you guys can visit with quickly. If not, maybe we'll just do a couple of weeks or
Okay,
something.
thank you, Judge.
If y'all can just have a seat for a few minutes. Thank you. Good morning, you're Jaron Crane. And Mr. Crane has 23 DCCR 1082 charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. 23 DCCR 1406 charged with aggravated robbery. And 23 DCCR 2233 also charged with aggravated robbery. What is the announcement?
Judge, we took over this case from Mr. Lewis in,
Let's see that.
I think, mid-November or something to that effect. So we'd asked for one resetting so I can meet with Mr. Crane and talk with him about the discovery and the allegations and discuss also with Ms. Malfino a potential resolution.
Ms. Malfino?
And Judge, if you will recall, the co-defendant, Mr. St. Clair, in this case, we've gone back and forth. In light of new counsel now on board, I'd like to have the opportunity and ask the court's permission to revisit the issues that came up with Mr. Lewis to see where that puts me in the position with Mr. St. Clair, so I'm not in objection to a new reset.
So I'll do a normal reset, and I know that you are newer to the case, but the cases are very old. And so I'm gonna kind of hold you to a little different standard on this one, just because it's time for everybody to figure where we are on
And I've
these.
also reached out over the holiday to Mr. West, reiterating a discovery compliance certificate, et cetera, and inviting him for the opportunity to maybe sit down and talk about that one last time in light of Mr. Bird's now being involved.
Okay.
And so I will do my best to try to wrap up, that would be about 7 or 8 cases. all at
Sure.
once.
Okay, sounds good. We'll just do normal reset and see where we get. Stay in touch with Mr. Gertz. You'll need to visit with him once he gets everything he needs from the assistant district attorney before that next court date. All right, you're free to go. Good morning. You're Larry Fletcher?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Fletcher has 3 cases. He has a motion to revoke his probation, and then 2 new cases, cause numbers 25 DCCR 0839, a manslaughter case, and 25 DCCR 0838, an assault, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And what is the, so there was we were here at one point, and he entered pleas of not true in the motion to revoke probation. And it was, I guess, kind of reset for sentencing, but with those new cases, what,
Your Honor, with the court's permission, the state would like to proceed on the MTRP first.
If, Judge Matt, if we're gonna do that, I'd ask the court for 2 weeks to do
no,
that.
we're not doing that today. I mean, because,
No, okay, I'm sorry.
no,
I'm
I'm not inclined, so, okay, here's the thing. Typically, the way I'll handle motion to revoke in new cases, if the new cases are, I don't want to have to hear it all twice. So if it's a new case and it's a witness or 2, that's one thing, especially if it's a lesser offense. With these types of offenses, would typically be more inclined to hold the motion while we take care of the other cases.
The state's thinking, Judge, is depending on the outcome of the MTRP, I think that would be dispositive, potentially, of the other cases, without the necessity of having to pick a jury and go through the jury trial. But that's just the state's preference, too.
Right.
I understand the court's decision.
No, and I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, I'm trying to, so this underlying offense that he's on probation for is a 2nd-degree felony. So what would it would be proving up the aggravated assault and the criminally negligent homicide?
That's part of it, yes, ma'am.
Time frame on that type of hearing?
Would be extensive, Judge. No more than a day. No more than a day. That's probably at the high end.
Okay. All right, so he's already entered the pleas of not true. So I'm going to kind of grant what Mr. Coleman is requesting on this one.
If it's essentially, and I'm not complaining about it, Mr. Coleman has the right to do whatever he wants here, but if it's essentially gonna be miniature trials, then I would ask the court for some time.
Sure. No, so what I'm gonna do is reset it for sentencing. Obviously, I need to find a day. Probably gonna be 45 to 60 days out. Obviously, I know that might be quick to get ready for a trial, but I think you should already have
We're working through the discovery.
the discovery.
Yes.
Is there anything you're waiting on, anything that's pending, outstanding?
Yeah, I'm not aware of it, but he's saying no, so then. my
So
answer would be no.
because we're gonna do it this way, let's do about 60 days, and then we'll look and find a day on a week where we do not have a trial. And I'll give you guys at least a day on those weeks. We can even have a little bit more. All right? Okay, we'll see you back. And I guess you can just make a note in the memo. Good morning, ma'am. You're Kelly McBride?
Yes, ma'am.
This is 25 DCCR 0044. Ms. McBride is charged with obstruction or retaliation. And Mr. Samuel, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we have something worked out, but I was just hired on, down the hall I went down, we have something, we're gonna get that. So we're asking for one additional reset. Well, I believe we'll have it resolved.
Okay, any
And I
issue?
have no issue with that, Judge. We have made an offer to resolve the DWI down the hall, which then allows me to make the probation offer that I did make it to wrap it all.
So this will be the last reset. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Samuel, take care of everything you need to down the hall, and then we'll get the case taken care of at the next court date. So I can put it on a plea docket. It'll be
Yes.
taken care of. All right, we'll reset it to a plea docket.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're free to go, ma'am. Thank you, you too. Good morning, sir. You're Clayton Friddle.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Friddle's cases in cause number 25 DCCR 0450, 0451, and 0452, all charged with official oppression. And Mr. Gertz, what is the announcement?
Judge, still working through these. I think we can have a real answer in 30 days. We can have 30 minutes.
Mr. Smith, any issues? This will be the last, looks like you filed your letter of rep at the end of April. So this will be the final reset. Make sure you get in to visit with Mr. Gertz before that next court date so that we know what we're going to take care of, how to take care of your cases. Okay? All right. Thank you. You're free to go. All right, did you get that last? Good morning, sir. You're Dustin Knight. And so is this a re-indictment or is it two cases?
It's a re-indictment, Judge.
All right. Can
It just changed the language. We've discussed it. It's the
agreed.
same charge. it's
Sure.
just a
You can
cleaner
just,
change in the
if
language.
you don't mind getting that other one dismissed, now that it's been indicted, that'll clean up
Okay.
what I'm looking at as well. And sir, you're Dustin Knight, and Mr. Knight is charged with collision involving death. Case set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. Mr. Gertz and Ms. Malfino contacted me Friday. I know Mr. Gertz has two different things going on that seem to take precedence over this case, which is unfortunate because of the age of the case. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm ready to get it tried. I know that the complaining witnesses and victims' family are obviously ready to get this tried as well.
And
It has their,
spoken with them
have you?
about those issues, Judge, yes.
Okay.
You know, they're very understanding. We talked through them when Mr. Gertz and I spoke as well. I have also filed, and I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
you,
no,
just
I'm
to
glad
put all
you,
this
no,
on the
please
record.
do.
I've also filed numerous documents in this case that was brought to my attention this morning. They did not go through the e-file. They've been e-filed, but they didn't process, I guess, because of the holidays. So, I anticipate, I've shared what I filed with Mr.
Okay.
Gertz as well, and I anticipate there'll be more things for the court to address in signing those, but I don't foresee any reason we couldn't be ready for trial very shortly.
So, Mr. Gertz, has there been any change that you know of with regard to either of those? I know you've got a
Judge,
case
I would-
next door with Judge Stevens, and then also Judge
And Judge
Thomas has a
My answer is.
protective
I would
order,
believe
right?
He does, Judge.
protection. Okay.
I would love to tell you yes, but I can't.
Okay. So just so that because of the nature of this offense and the witnesses and everything, I'm going to go ahead and reset it today. And then we will get it set on the next available trial docket. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gertz. If anything changes between now and then, y'all let me know. Obviously, I'll take a look at whatever comes through. And if there's something we need to do before the next court date, legally or whatever, then we'll take care of that as well.
I don't anticipate that, Judge. But
Okay.
with court's permission, before Ms. Holmes sets it on a docket, would you mind if I reach out to the family just to check their schedule? Just kind of need to try to work around the kids, the young kids' spring break, and also the wife of the deceased
Sure.
is taking a full load at Lamar right now, and so she just asked me kind of to be cautious of the dates so that she can work around some stuff.
Yeah. So if you'll just make sure, we'll talk about it and get with Ashley on that. Okay. We'll take care of that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, you're free to go. Good morning, sir. You're Miguel Martinez. And this is 25 DCCR 0584. Mr. Martinez is charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. Mr. Gertz, what is the announcement?
Judge, we're still working through the discovery in this case. I don't know exactly when it was indicted, but this may be our first or second appearance, so.
Looks like you filed your letter of rep June 3rd. So, yep. Any issue with the reset?
Nothing that we're aware of, Your Honor, so no problem with the reset.
So we're getting close to that time.